Okay, so what we want to do when we're starting this fight is just remember that last thing you ever want to do is suffer pushback damage or try and dodge CB. As soon as you try and dodge, every other turn anyway, it would instant kill you. And then one of the other things to kind of look out for is the placement of the rampant. If you hit the rampant and CB is linear, it will attract CB. And whenever CB is moved, he will start summoning things back. So first thing we do want to try to take out is going to be the Assyrian, just because it does cause pushback damage. So pretty much it will instant kill you if it gets a shot. So CB himself is nothing really to worry about. He will do a bit of swapping around, stuff like that, but kind of just forget he's even there. So you can tell when he would be able to instant kill you, when the pushback damage will instant kill you because of the state above their heads. All I want to do now is kind of free up my mask if I can. So always try and get everyone to not be around him if possible. Push him one square. Oh no, we failed the carrot achievement, the carrot challenge. Alright. It's definitely one of my favourite dungeons for a long time. So it's kind of nice to revisit them. Alright, Feck can't really do too much this turn. Okay, so now if we look, anything I hit on the rampant will be attracted. So I'm gonna try and avoid that. Okay, and the Melephus will be taking damage for everything. So you usually find it's either that or the Assyrian you'll want to take out first. Cool. Yeah, so any movement or MP reduction on CB, he'll start summoning everything back, so don't do it. Hey, the Torpid very annoyingly takes your AP, and if you do try and MP reduce it, it will give every one of them extra MP. So that's another one to avoid. Let's buff this Kra up a little bit, shall we? And take that damage. If you guys are watching the video, please remember to hit that subscribe button as well. It really, really is so appreciated. So one thing to remember with CB as well, when anyone hits him, anyone linear with 4 squares, within 4 squares of him will be pushed back 4 squares. So for instance, like the Foggernaut's harpoon, not the best thing to be using in this dungeon, unfortunately. Let's see if we can take that Assyrian out before it has a chance. Stick in linear, shall we? Oh, one thing I did forget to mention. Rampants will hit their own allies to buff them. Now, if he goes and hits CB, he will push everyone back. So it can be a bit of a pain if he does that. You do want to kind of keep those two guys apart. So just like that, look. Ooh, can I finish this guy off? I don't think I can. Let's keep him back. Someone else can deal with him. So the Assyrian jumps 4 squares. The Vespals are essentially the Tofus of this area. So they will steal your MP and just keep running. On the other hand, they do have really nice intelligence resistance. Nice little heal. Nice turn for us. Okay, so every other turn, the cubics, when they're hit with a weapon or in close combat, they end up actually healing more damage than you're going to be doing. So they're usually best to target them on odd turns. or even just from a distance. You usually wouldn't do this, but I actually want it at the moment. So 1600, 1200. Okay, so when it comes to CB himself, what you want is a class like a panda to go straight after him, so they can move things around, make it all clear so that you would be able to attack. So whoever is going to do the damage in will want to run up close combat to him. Make sure no one is linear within 4, because you will be pushed back 4 squares. You hit, and then you can hit for the rest of your turn. And it will go invulnerable for every character set. So you need to keep on reapplying. So, like for instance, now if I wanted to prepare, what I would probably do is I would just go put that on the NU, that on the SETI, and I'd probably just pull the any out of the way as well. And then CB is now clear and ready to go. My Fecker would have to crit to kill it in a minus crit set. Okay, so for instance, if I want to start taking on CB, gonna run up, use a really low AP spell just to make him vulnerable, and then start laying into him. And then move out the way so the next person can go. And no MP reduction, and no moving him either. And that is about it for the mask. Even the little Ennie's gonna get a go. You can see I'm making sure where everywhere around is always going to be clear before I do anything. And then I'll make sure I get out of the way. So, classes with things that can make your team put them in gravity state or a rooted state is definitely helpful. So things like Fecker, which you will see in just a moment why. And one thing to bear in mind with CB is the lower his HP, the more damage he does. Okay, so here's a good instance. So what I can do is I can pull the crier out. Becca is the one I want to get close. Okay, so let's get these. Let's get the Sadie a bit closer. And the Feck closer. Okay, and then gravity state. So gravity glyph. Absolutely fantastic here. Not so much for Kraz, unfortunately, but unfortunately now I can't move, but it's okay. So what you'll notice on CB's turn is because he can't swap, he's going to end exactly where he is now. And then that is game. Someone's on Jahash. Sweet. Oh, he did move. Okay, well we can confirm that his attack does still let him move. 200. Alright, and that is your basic little guide for CB. See you next time in Freak 3. Bye.